Today was a travel day from Hakone to Takayama, and there really wasn't a good chance to do a normal video out and about. So hey, it's another slideshow day. This is a picture of sunrise in Hakone, which I wish I could claim to have taken, but I didn't. I was up in time, but this was actually taken by one of our group members, and we set up a WhatsApp channel so we can share the best photos, and I can steal some of them. Like this one, which is Mount Fuji from the bullet train. That's right, we got to take a bullet train. We only got to go on it for one stop, which took about an hour and therefore was 180 miles away, because that's how fast that train goes. It's really, really smooth ride, which I think makes a lot of sense, because if you're going to be going that fast, you do not want to be messing around with any problems on the tracks. You want things beautifully smooth. And we took the bullet train to another train, which they call the Limited Express, a more standard Japanese train that wound up through the mountains. And it was a little bit rougher and quite a bit slower, but it went through some really nice scenery. And we got to have the traditional Japanese experience of having bento on the train. So in the train station, there are dozens of places that sell bento boxes like this one. And this one, it's got like shrimp tempura and different pieces of fish, and it's also got actually there's a piece of chicken in there, fried chicken, all kinds of interesting stuff. And then a second layer had a box of rice. And in the very front you can see sort of a cylinder with a red top. That was a really little adorable bottle of soy sauce, which comes with the bento. So we did that. And then we finally got to Takayama, and we went to a traditional tea ceremony. And the lady there, Mrs. Nobata, is a grand tea master. She's been doing this for over 40 years. And the gentleman standing next to her is her son, who actually performed the service. Ms. Nobata was very sorry that she could not perform it herself, but she could no longer kneel on the floor to do the proper ceremony. So her son took over. And, he brought in the bowls and he did all of the preparation. And it was an interesting service. I knew it was going to be slow and methodical. I just thought it would be a little more elaborate, I guess, or there would be more ritual around it. I'm not sure what I thought. But he made the first cup of tea very carefully this way, with the proper water, warming the cup and all that, and presented it to the first gentleman of our group. And then they went out and they basically brought the rest of the tea in from the back. It was very good tea, I have to say. And we all got a sweet, which was a red bean paste ball. And they laid them all out first, and they said, okay, now don't eat those until we tell you. And they got to most of the way through the tea preparation of the first cup and then let us all cut into our sweets. And then Ms. Nobata came around and she showed everybody how to properly drink the tea and to turn the cup so that you put the beautiful design in front of you, you lift it up with your right hand, you put it on your left palm, and you turn it twice, so that you are not drinking over the design and you don't hurt the design. And then when you're done, you wipe the lid and you turn it back counterclockwise twice to get the beautiful design in front of you. You put the cup down and you bow to thank the person who gave you the tea. After the tea service, we went outside and there was this lovely Shinto shrine. There was sunlight on this tree. We're finally starting to get some color. We're up higher in the mountains. It's colder. And they said there should be snow there in about a month, actually. And there was a sun shower that just happened. I mean, as we stood out there, it suddenly just started to pour for maybe a minute and then stopped. So we wandered around the shrine. I found this horse statue, which of course I had to take a picture of because it was a horse statue. What else would I do? And then there were these koi that they were all hanging out, and they all of a sudden just all started swimming in the same direction. And then they all turned around and came back. And they're just, you could watch these fish for hours. They're like a kaleidoscope. They swim over each other, around each other. There's some of them are huge, some of them are little tiny. It was quite a lot of fun to watch. Now this last shot is another beautiful shot that I wish I could claim credit for. As we were leaving the shrine, the sun had begun to set, and one of our group members caught that sun burst as the sun's going down behind one of the buildings in Takayama. Now tomorrow we're going to be wandering around Takayama, and we're doing a sake tasting. Yay, sake tasting. And then probably after that, Joanne and I will have some free time out in Takayama. We can do a more traditional video where you can actually see I am standing in front of some places in Japan, and really not just sitting on my living room couch doing these slideshows. I swear to God, I really am here. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.